What should be released next in the Kenner Classics Real Ghostbusters toy line? Well, Hasbro wants to know. We're going to talk about that today on Geek Dad Life. Hey everybody, and welcome to Geek Dad Life. It's your host, Jay Gladfelter here. Today, Hasbro asked us what we think should be added next to the Kenner Classics Real Ghostbusters toy line. And it is a question that I know a lot of us Ghost fans have been talking about, wishing for, and I think it's really cool that they're reaching out to the fan base, to the toy community, to see what we think should be next. And I think now is that time to let them know. If they're opening up these floodgates, we gotta let them know. So I'll post a link down in the description below to their Instagram post. It's also on their Facebook page. I wouldn't be surprised if it was on Twitter and all the other ones as well. But I think as long as we're posting it in any of those different media posts, I think they're hopefully going to get the message on, what do the fans want to see. So I want to hear what you all have to say as well in this post. I'm going to share the things that I would really like to see the Kenner Classics line do. Honestly, it's been such a great addition to Ghostbusters collectors, and as anybody knows, I'm a huge fan of the original Kenner Real Ghostbusters toy line, and the Kenner Classics line has been such a neat toy line to collect in this past year. The first series figures were great, the Ghost Popper was awesome, and I really, really want to see them do as many of the vintage figures as possible. But this is my list that I posted on, I think their Facebook post, and I wanted to post it here and see what you all think. If you agree, disagree, what would you add to it? And we'll kind of go from there. First up, gotta go with the Ecto Glow Heroes. I think this one's really simple for them because they've already kind of redone the molds for the first series figures, which is what the original line did. It's just kind of recasting those original first series molds, but in this awesome glow-in-the-dark plastic. I think this one's an easy one to do. One, because it's a harder toy line to find. They're getting really expensive. It's really hard to find loose, complete examples. A lot of them are still carded because they were clearanced, and honestly, I don't remember seeing these on toy shelves when I was a kid. So to re-release this series as their next maybe line of hero figures, I think makes the most sense to me. Maybe some fans that already have bought these complete vintage for very high prices maybe won't be as happy, but I think overall I think it'd be really good for the toy community to be able to get, not exact replicas, but new versions of the original Ecto Glow figures. Great toy line that I think my kids would love, and I think collectors would love as well. Next up is kind of a twofer. I would love for them to bring back Ectoplasm. I'm fortunate enough to have 3 cans of Ectoplasm, also have the Ectoplasm inside. But I would really love for them to use the same formula, the same type of cans, bring it back. And I think there's a couple ways you could combo it. I know a lot of people are posting for the Firehouse. I would love for a Firehouse. That'd be awesome. And that came with a can of Ectoplasm. But maybe that's a little bit too big for them to take on. And if that's the case, then you could do a twofer with the Gooper Ghost. I love, love, love the Gooper Ghost line. It was, early on in the toy line, and they're just really great, vibrant looking ghosts that I think really pop on a shelf. And then you can combo them with re-releasing the Ectoplasm. I think the best case here is if we get Ectoplasm and we get things that can play with the Ectoplasm. So I think Firehouse is like the moonshot, because that has a play feature with the Ectoplasm as well. But maybe the easier one is to bring back the Gooper Ghost, which I think is just as awesome as well. And then my last kind of request here is to bring back the plush Stay Puft and Puppet Slimer. I have the Puppet Slimer with me at the moment, but I think kids would love these. I know my son Alex, who's a huge Stay Puft fan, would love to have his own Kenner style plush Stay Puft. This is mine from when I was a kid. This is my childhood survivor. So I think it'd be really cool for them to release those. I know it would sell. Stay Puft always sells. And again, it'd be really cool to have these back on the shelves. And that Slimer puppet is awesome. The glow-in-the-dark plastic. I mean, I just think there's been a lot of plush Stay Puffs and Slimers, but those two for me are still the tops for different Ghostbusters releases. So that is my last pick here. What do you think of my picks? I picked 3 things mainly because, really anything. I think any re-release from the original line, I'm going to be happy with. I think I'm going to be over the moon with anything they do. And the fact that they're even asking this question, I think is a great thing. But if I had to pick my top 3, those would be my top 3. All right, what do you think? Do you like my picks? What would you pick instead? And honestly, the most important thing is click on the link in the description below and let Hasbro know what they should do next with the Kenner Classics toy line. All right, be sure to check out some of my other videos. I've reviewed all of the Kenner Classics toys released so far. You can find links to those right here, as well as many other Ghostbusters toys. You can find a link to those right here. And as always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. If you want to see more, click on the subscribe button and that bell icon to be notified when the latest episode of Geek Dad Life drops. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego, and goodbye.